Welcome to my channel Glory with Mathematics. Please subscribe, like and share.
Next example, show that 1.272727 up to infinity can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q both are integers and q is not equal to 0. So let x is equal to 1.272727 up to infinity. So here we have to multiply both sides by 10. So 10x, this implies 10x is equal to, if we will multiply this decimal number by 10, so this becomes 12.7272727 up to infinity. So 27 is repeating. So here we cannot subtract 10x. We cannot subtract x from 10x, as these two decimal numbers are not the same integers after decimal point. So again we will multiply both sides by 10. So this is 100x is equal to 127.272727 up to infinity. So here the 100x and x, compare these two decimal numbers. This is the decimal part, or after decimal point the digits are same as here the digits after decimal point. So we can subtract x from 100x to get an integer. So 100x minus x is equal to 127.2727 up to infinity minus 1 point up to infinity. So this becomes 126. So this implies, so here left hand side is 99x. So this implies x is equal to 126 by 99. So this is in the form of p by q, where p and q, 126 and 99, both are integers and q is also not equal to 0. Next example, show that 0.2353535 up to infinite, that is equal to 0.235 bar. So here only 35, these two digits are repeating. So can be expressed in the form of p by q, where p and q both are integers and q is not equal to 0. So let x is equal to 0.235 bar, or that is equal to 0.23535 to infinity. So by the same procedure we have to multiply both sides by 10. So this implies 10x is equal to 2.3535 up to infinity. Then in these two decimal numbers, the digits after decimal points are not same. So again we have to multiply by 10. So 100x is equal to 23.53535 up to infinity. So here also we have not got the same digits after decimal point. So again we have to multiply by 10. So 1000x is equal to 235.3535 up to infinity. So here observe, in case of 10x and 1000x, so these two have the same decimal part. So we can subtract 10x from 1000x. So this implies 1000x minus 10x is equal to 235.3535 up to infinity minus, what is 10x? 2.3535 up to infinity. So this implies 990x is equal to 233. So this implies x is equal to 233 by 990. So this is the rational or P by Q form of X. So what we have observed from our previous examples. Our first example was a terminating decimal number. So we can convert it as a number in the form of P by Q. And also in some cases which are non-terminating but recurring decimal numbers, we can also express them as P by Q form. So it concludes that the decimal expansion of a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating recurring. Or in the converse way, a number whose decimal expansion is terminating or non-terminating, repeating or recurring, that is a rational number. So in case of irrational number, the decimal expansion of an irrational number is always non-terminating, non-recurring. And a number whose decimal expansion is non-terminating, not recurring, then that is an irrational number. So in this way, we can find a difference between the decimal expansion of rational numbers and irrational numbers. So previously I have told root 2, root 3, pi are irrational numbers, but I have not proved this. Here, after the conclusion that only the non-terminating, not recurring decimal numbers are the decimal expansion of irrational numbers. So here, the decimal expansion of root 2 is like this. So this is a non-terminating, non-recurring decimal number. So root 2 is irrational. So here also, if we will find the decimal expansion of root 3, so this will be a non-terminating, not recurring decimal number. So this implies root 3 is irrational. So this is also in the case of pi also. The decimal expansion of pi is like this. So this is a non-terminating, not recurring decimal number. So that pi is an irrational number. So in case of any irrational number, if you convert it or you can find the decimal expansion of that irrational number, and if that will be a non-terminating, non-recurring decimal number, then it was proved automatically that that number is irrational. Next example, find an irrational number between 1 by 7 and 2 by 7. As we know that the irrational number has the decimal expansion is non-terminating and non-recurring. So here we have to find the decimal expansion of 1 by 7 and 2 by 7. So what is the decimal expansion of 1 by 7? First we will calculate. So 1 divided by 7. So we have done it earlier. So let us again do it. So this is 1, 7 1 are 7, then 3, 0, 7 4 are 28, then 2, 0, 7 2 are 14, then 6, 0, 7 8 are 56, then 4, 0, 7 5 are 35, again 5, 0, 7 7 are 49, again it comes 1. So 1 by 7, the decimal expansion of 1 by 7, so this is a non-terminating recurring decimal number. So this is equal to 0.142857, 142,857 to infinity. So that can be written as 0.142857 bar. So what will be the decimal expansion of 2 by 7? Instead of calculating the decimal expansion of 2 by 7, if we will simply multiply 2 multiplied with 1 by 7. So this is equal to 2 multiplied with 0.142857. So this becomes So this will be the decimal expansion of 2 by 7. So we have to find an irrational number in between these two rational number or in between these two decimal numbers. We have to find a decimal number which is non-terminating and not recurring, but in between these two decimal numbers. So that may be, as your wish, you can write any number. There are infinitely number of irrational numbers in between these two rational numbers. So that is equal to 0.192537913. Like this you can write any non-terminating, non-recurring decimal number. So this is the number, or this is the decimal number which is irrational in between 1 by 7 and 2 by 7.